everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the Mind Conquers ReRoll podcast, where we get to talk about stuff. Today on our podcast, we're continuing our initiative chair, and we have Stephanie here. Hey, Steffi.
Hey!
So we have Steph, Dickie, and myself, and we're gonna talk a little bit about D&D, poke a little bit into Steph's life, and I guess just talk to you guys for a bit. So I guess I'm gonna open up with like, hey, what's up? How's life? How's everything going?
No,
It's going.
she's getting up every morning without popping with a kid, and I'm getting up every morning breathing. So hey, I'll take it.
Breathing is a pretty good. Yeah. Breathing is pretty good. Yeah, I guess we haven't really talked about that much, but how exciting is it? How scary is it that you're gonna be a mommy soon?
Like, imagine the most excitement you can ever feel and then put like all the fear into it at the same time.
Okay.
That
Just
sounds about right.
set a cocktail glass and drink it because you can't have alcohol. That's all you can have.
Yeah, I'm not I have a lot of fur babies, and that's where I'm keeping it. But that's exciting. Yeah. How did I guess before we get into like the super deep stuff, let me ask you super deep questions. So what you guys already have a name? How did you guys come up with that? Like, what was the process?
Kind of, whenever like you're going out with somebody, you're like, oh, let's plan for the future and be all cute about it and everything, right?
Yeah.
And like, if we ever have kids, we'll name them this, and that. So, we had like our baby names like forever ago, and then we actually found out, so we had to like narrow down the list.
Got it.
I liked Sophia, and we both kind of agreed with Sophia. And then Josh is like a real comic book, everything kind of like on the table kind of nerd person.
Yeah, of course.
So we wanted to kind of incorporate that, but like I wanted to compromise with something I liked too. So we went with Gwen from like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Woman.
Yeah. Gwen.
Sophia Gwen.
All right, Sophia Gwen. Is there a Stacy in there or just Gwen?
Just Gwen.
Okay, Sophia Gwen. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's really cool.
Well, see, that's going to be real easy for you when you get pissed off at them, and you know how when moms and dads get pissed off, they give you your whole name. So that's going to be real easy for you. It's going to roll right off the tongue.
Yep.
Exactly. You start getting that mom voice ready.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll show up before you know it.
Every time I hear that Jesus, I'm like, oh man, what did I do? What did I do wrong?
The mom voice, and I needed some chocolate collection.
Oh yeah, as soon as
get that chocolate going.
Yeah, as soon as you have your baby, like you're gonna get expertise on chocolate, just like your plus is gonna go through the roof. There's it's just gonna be a natural innate ability.
It's like you get sniper ability right away.
Yeah, I guess the big question is how long are you gonna wait until you teach her how to play RPGs?
I don't know. Like, it took me for like I've never did RPGs or games. I was never like the gamer person.
Yeah.
So that would be kind of like Josh's area.
He's gonna have to do it. Okay.
You know what? Don't force it. Have her.
Yeah.
That's what I did. That's what I did with Vic. I just showed her, and that was it. I didn't force her. I let her develop the own curiosity for that. So.
Yeah, it's yeah. Obviously, don't force the kids.
Yeah, of course.
I was forced to join baseball. I'm like, no, this ain't me. I was forced to join chess club. I'm like, this ain't me.
I think there's, besides like games and like I guess all me and Josh's personally like favorite stuff. I know Josh wants to have like both of our children like in self-defense and karate. So I was like, if they want to do that, okay.
I don't think that a self-defense class would be terribly bad either. If they're not enjoying, they're not enjoying. But I think something like to teach them like a little bit of protection, to like exercise, camaraderie, understanding, respect, like understanding like how to diffuse situations. I think those aren't bad. I mean, I'm not speaking for every single dojo out there, but like the few things that I have like witnessed or been part of, like in the fencing community and like the wrestling community, it's always like it's a very positive thing, and it's super non-competitive. As like, oh, when I was in football, it was like these people are your opponents versus your opponent is only yourself. Like you just have to be better than you were yesterday, and I think that's like a really really positive thing to talk to kids about. I see people joining the chat. We'll wait until they're a little bit ready. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
I've been here. Where have you been?
I don't know. I need to check my time continuum. It's just a little bit displacement here and there. I'm not sure where I am half the time.
Same.
As I'm opening up the whatchamacallit, the questionnaires over here.
Oh no.
Yeah. How are you? Hey, Steph. How are you enjoying the Arthurian game?
The one game
that you were in.
It was amazing. It was like it already feels different than the Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Which is good. Yeah. And there's a whole lot of like different like new characters to start off with. It's like oh, I don't know you, but like Lee, Jess, like we're buds, but like I don't know your character.
Yeah.
But like let's start a murder group with all our crows.
Yeah. If people don't know yet, the first session where everyone really really got to introduce each other and got to know one another about themselves, we have. Out of 8 players, 3 of them have blackbirds, 3 of them are warlocks, and then we have Jeremiah.
He's the odd one out.
He's the odd one out. Who makes a sword and board fighter in an Arthurian game? I don't understand. Just who makes a person who has chivalry and likes his sword fight? It's so weird. It's bizarre. I don't understand it. But,
how dare you actually follow the homework?
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? But all right. I guess also, do you guys have any questions or anything you guys want to talk about in the past couple of weeks? Any questions to the DMs out there?
I don't know, Tab. Do you have any questions?
I don't want to talk.
Why not?
No.
Tabitha, what's
Cole,
going on?
Why not?
What's going on? What happened to Cole?
My patron did enough on Friday, so.
Yeah, well,
like did they?
Okay, we don't have to talk about Cole. How are you feeling, Patience?
Hey, Patience.
Counterspell, bitches.
Counterspell.
Whenever she did that, my heart was like, Sonia.
Sonia would be proud.
You gave an 8-year-old a counterspell spell? Yes, I did.
Because 8-year-olds are all about, you're like, go to your room. No, you.
Yeah, no, 8-year-olds are the ultimate no you. I agree with this statement wholeheartedly.
You better hope she never reaches level, 17 and gets the wish spell.
Why not?
I think an 8-year-old should be allowed to have a wish spell.
I mean, I agree.
I'm waiting for her to get to level 14, where she gets wings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
She'd be an actual little dragon.
She would.
Oh, adorbs. All right. If you guys are ready, let's start this questionnaire. Hey, Tabitha. You has the first questions. I think it's supposed to be you and Vic, but it just says Tabby on my end of the notes because there's
how dare you?
I'm like,
I'm used to that, just being excluded from everything.
Yeah,
so
that's I always exclude you, never invite anything.
Me, so, Steph, what inspired you to get into baking?
When you have someone at home growing up who burns pre-made cookies.
Oh, yeah, I'd do it.
Like the literal, like you just slice it up, put it in the oven. They still look like an off-center square.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And they're like, well, the burnt gives it flavor.
No,
not with cookies. Not with cookies. No. Because there would be like a lot of bake sales my mother would try to do. And her stuff didn't sell. So
what you're saying is it's her fault.
Probably, most likely. But to a point, I was like, you know what? I'll do it. And like, you do like the pre-made stuff, and you learn that a cookie actually tastes good, and they should be soft.
This sounds like a villain or hero's origin story in a Marvel Cinematic Universe.
That day was the day I learned the truth of the universe.
Exactly.
It's not even like a legit like dark brown or like a kind of black.
No.
Like black bottom cookies.
No, absolutely not.
No,
as half of DMC is just bakers, chefs and bakers. Hear everybody just like, my baking sense is tingling. Someone did a crime.
Oh God.
Your eyes start twitching.
I know my eyes have witnessed many crimes against humanity.
Oh no.
And this is where I have to be the person to reference
No.
The Let's Play.
Oh dear God! Don't you dare! Look, you're supposed to measure things.
Which one? Which one of them?
You're supposed to measure things.
There's been several that we've done.
Doki Doki.
Oh, Doki Doki, yeah.
You're supposed to measure things.
And
okay, let's move on, Vic, before we sit here for an hour and
traumatized.
I'm very traumatized. I'm very, very traumatized from that.
I think it's your question next up, Vic.
Yes, next question. So, Steph, I know this is the question that everyone hates to get. So, what's your favorite thing to bake?
Yes.
Probably the most lazy person in me wants to say pre-made stuff. So I don't.
Valid. That's so valid.
I really thought you were gonna say something like people.
And that's it.
You want to know why brownies are my favorite dessert? Because it only takes one goddamn bowl to make them.
Oh, brownies
yes.
are so gross. Brownies are.
I'll get that box stuff with no shame.
Oh yeah.
Be like, you know what? Let me make it look homemade. Let me get a bottle of caramel sauce and just drizzle it over, and there it looks homemade now.
All right. Okay. I guess let me elevate my question then. What was the one thing that you baked that you put your time and effort and your love into that you were the most proud of?
Yeah.
I'm not at home, and I have a dishwasher at a job that can do my dishes.
Yes.
Like the caveats.
I like macarons. Or macaroons.
Ooh.
Or any kind of like chocolate truffle bonbon.
I loved making truffles.
They're
love
so
them.
Beautiful.
They're so gorgeous.
All the different colors, and then they're all nice and shiny from the acetate.
Yes. When you temper that chocolate just right, it's just so shiny. Like, bless.
Welcome to DNC, where we teach you how to bake. I mean, we should, like, we have a pastry dedication show that
it's a work in progress.
Yeah, I really want to.
It's half baked.
I want to do like
idea, yeah.
Barangunch.
Thank you, Ophelia.
Get out of here with these damn food puns.
Can you not? I can.
Yes, I can, and I have the time.
Do you have the dough?
Oh my God!
I'm gonna just
go on. I've done it all day before.
You do know that we have a full-size kitchen that we can film in. Like I've been saying this. We have a gigantic kitchen to film this in. We have proper lighting all the time in the world. We go out there, film a couple hours, do an entire season worth of stuff, edit it slowly throughout the months. Like, bro, we can do that. And I will get in all of y'all's way and make it.
I know. Here's my problem, though, and Steph will agree with me. Everyone's going to be in our way.
Yeah. Yes.
Full on. Like, here's the thing. Like, people think that that baking or cooking in the kitchen together is supposed to be like a great bonding experience. No, get the fuck out of my kitchen. I don't want you anywhere near me. You're in the way. I need that spoon.
Where the utensils are, I need that and that.
You're always standing in front of the oven. Like, don't open it. Don't stir that.
I cannot wait for us.
In the kitchen?
No, because it's a small kitchen and there's only room for one person at a time.
Exactly.
This is why I can't wait for us to do this show, so I can get in y'all's way and you guys get mad.
You don't want to get me mad in a kitchen where there's knives, Jesus. Just telling you right now.
Look,
Nick has a thing with knives.
The
I love the knives.
the ratings will be through the roof. It's gonna.
I'm being recommended really good knife sharpeners from people that happen to be blacksmiths. So
Well, come at me. Speaking of
this evidence could probably be upheld in court as evidence that I was provoked by the defendant.
But your judge, he was asking for it. Look at that smug look on his face.
And then he said right before being stabbed, "What are you gonna do? Stab me?"
Yep.
Oh, funny. All right, so these are 3 questions from Lynn. If your character survives to the very end, I guess you can say either Sonia. I mean, all of your characters. I know it's really, really early for Evelyn, but
Yeah.
I mean, she's still in there. What would your best case scenario be for them after the campaign is over?
I feel like we kind of rounded out Sonia a lot. Kind of, I guess, just growing up because they're still like young adults.
Yeah.
And just kind of like maturing more with the group or by herself. I know she has a lot of family issues she needs to go through. With with Fifi, girl, just I guess with her, I just want her to have everyone live and not die. Vic. Just so
Sorry, what was that?
Family nothing. She can have her family friends, actually have friends, and then sooner or later go back to your family, and then have her. How many kids did you have again? 6 kids?
You had like 5 or 6 planned, I think.
Yeah. She has a whole school of fish guppies.
Little guppies. And the reason why she has so many friends is so that she can pawn her children off onto them to babysit. Because Ophelia has never been the babysitter. She's had babysitters for her, but she herself, that is not her game. No. Also, I think 2 of those children were twins. I think
we have a set of twins and a set of triplets.
That's right. Okay, so you do have 5. You do have 5 or 6.
I think I have 5, and I'm thinking I made her pregnant again. I think
you did so that you could live through Ophelia.
Yeah,
as you're currently dealing with.
Made me too tired to actually make her live through it.
It's fair. That's honestly fair.
But just with all her kids, it's just because she was a single child and she wasn't growing up in that kind of like loving, like sibling orientation.
Yeah.
So she wants a big family, 6 kids. And I was joking whenever I was doing the kids.
Was that Josh complaining in the background?
Yes.
Was it because you want 6 kids, or because he doesn't know you're talking about Ophelia?
Probably both.
Yes.
Let's be real.
He's like, excuse me?
Josh is like, we just have 1 right now. We're
not even at 1.
Yeah, we're not even at 1 yet.
When I was doing the concept of all her kids, I was doing it with Tadpole from the other group, from the other Discord, and it just came out randomly, and we decided that whenever she's pregnant, she's like a blowfish. She's like just sputters the kids out that way, and then how their character has all the kids in a pool and just gives them fish food.
Oh my god!
Like it was nonstop. Like
it was nonstop shenanigans with that. It was so funny to read.
Oh my, have you guys seen how tadpoles, like actual tadpoles, like turn into frogs? And like there's a couple of videos where like you get all these eggs and put them in a cup, and then like in a couple of days it's just little tadpoles and you put them in a bowl, and then you empty out a pool and put them in the pool. I can just imagine that being the whole scenario.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And they would float on top of the water to play dead. So they would be like a dead fish on the top of the pool.
Oh my god.
Ophelia's just like, not again. Gets the pole skimmer.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, yay.
He's
Well,
a trap, you know.
okay, all right, understood. I think it's probably still way too early to for
Yeah, with Evelyn, I don't want to say too much.
yeah, it's
Same
you've only
time.
yeah, it's still
Don't jinx
session
it.
2. Yeah, we can't jinx it. Get over this whatever that bug's name is. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wait. Everybody on I don't think this is copywritten because it's just a word, but everyone on this Discord, on Twitch, and features for YouTube will hear how to pronounce it.
Remoras.
Ramaras.
I think
There we go. Thank you, Matt Mercer.
I think with anything with Evelyn, it's just to find out where her family's from.
Yeah, that's a good,
Because
that's
the
a
whole
good
mystery
one.
to herself at the moment, too.
Those are very, very good good goals to have. But okay, so because of quarantine, moving on to the next one. How has playing through the computer affected your RP versus like when you were at the home games?
I feel like we had kind of a head start before quarantine because we were already virtual.
Yeah, that's true. You
We were
guys
already
have
Skyping at the time. We moved. But there's nothing better. I miss the table.
yeah.
Like,
Here.
it we were like cramped, and then I think Jesus got like a new AC, and like the AC wouldn't work, or the fan wouldn't work, or
Oh
we
my
had the
God.
door open. You could hear Cinnabon and Donut. Like, it was still like the whole experience was just like so perfect.
Bro, when he got that new AC though,
Oh, the back in the
oh my god.
days. When we were like, all right, guys, take off your shoes, wear tank tops, you know the drill. It's gonna be hot. It's like as soon as we went on break, turn off the lights, open the door. Oh man.
Yeah, where every time we go on break, you just be yelling, "Oh, somebody open the fucking door!" and somebody swings it open.
Oh. Yeah.
Let all the stale air out.
Had to buy that $300 fan that makes no noise.
This beautiful fan.
Like, all right,
I think didn't it come broke whenever it came?
the first one we got
we
broke.
had to fix it.
Yeah, like the
Or
first
try to fix
day,
it.
it's like, oh, are you kidding me? It's like, oh man, that was some BS. Oh,
Oh my.
back in the. I was gonna say back in the day when this entire stream was held with like gum and paper clips, but no, it's still held with gum and paper clips.
Yeah.
Don't look underneath the table or behind the backdrops. It's just literally
All
tape.
all the extension cords in that room.
Yeah.
So many. Oh my god. I was
It's
knocking
the
shit over all the
floor.
time.
Yeah, when we finally bought that those things, the tracks where you need to put the cords underneath. Like, all right, it's safe. You can walk everywhere except for this giant neon yellow strip. Do not come here. And somehow
God
still
forbid you
people
went
unplug stuff.
Went around the table where Jesus was and
Yeah.
stepped on a wire.
Or when the DM cam was actually on a tripod instead of mounted on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, fine, nobody move it. God damn it, you bumped it. Okay, we gotta refocus it.
Or when
Oh my God,
Ryan
those
was
days.
too tall, his head would always
Yeah.
cover it.
It's like Ryan, stop being your height. Just stop it.
So can you just like hunch over and deal with the scoliosis, please?
Oh man. Oh yeah, we've had a lot of changes in this room. It's crazy. Hopefully, I have like 2 more changes that I want to do, and then like I'll chill out for like 3 months, and then I'll want to do something else. But
You're like in like some kind of cyclical nesting period, except it's just for the games.
yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
I think one time I don't know if I was there early or that was the time where I was stranded at your place
Oh yes.
and I organized everything.
Oh yeah,
And I think,
because
like, a
the
month
weather.
later-
Yeah,
Got everywhere again.
yeah. It got everywhere. Then we organized it. Like, Steph, come over. I need to help me organize this stuff. She's like, no,
It was,
all
like,
this
all the
stuff goes in that
grain
box.
stuff.
Nope, this stuff goes in that box. Yeah, but like this doesn't. I don't care. Put it in that box. I'm like, all right, let's put it in that box.
I was like, "What do you need this box for?" I don't know. Well, it's gone now.
I need this box to put in more boxes for my other boxes. Like, nope, throw all that away. Like, all right, okay, I guess. I mean, it's like, it's. I want to say it's pretty freaking organized now. I get but that's also because like half the stuff hasn't been touched for like a year.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that works, especially when we start having like multiple DMs that aren't just me. So we'll see how that works. Last question from Lynn is: what is the most intense moment your character has experienced in the game that actually has affected you?
Every time Sonia has died.
Yeah, Sonia's died a lot. Man, no, and it's always Sonia somehow pisses off BBEG, dies, Bones fixes it.
I think Sonia needs a punch card.
I think she is gonna get a punch card with Ryan now.
Yes.
As well. Well, it's like after how many reincarnations you get one free or something.
Get like a free smoothie or something.
Oh man, I still just that because it was an alternate universe. You know, we don't have all the races for D&D because of the Harry Potter universe. So I had to make a custom chart, and she just got a human again. Like, why? Of course she did. She's like, I just am me again. Like, all right, cool.
Love how like months and months before that even happened, I didn't even want her to die. I told Ryan, our Griswold, be like, you have one chance with me to do it, and then it actually happened.
I have documented consent forms. She said
that's actually kind of scary because it's like she actually predicted it, and she was literally telling him, "You have one chance to do this."
Yep.
Exactly.
She Doctor Strange this. Just.
She really did Doctor Strange that. I'm here to make a deal.
I was like, for science, you can do it one time, and then months later, it actually worked. It turned out perfectly, and I'm amazed that it worked.
Yeah, man. That
Funny how she came back exactly herself.
Yeah, it's incredible. All right, this is a question from Jeremiah. If you can reimagine one of all your D&D characters, what would there be? Like, would you change anything for like their race or class, and why, if you would?
I feel like Sonia is just perfect to me. I love her, but Fida, she's always a fish, Little Mermaid girl. If anything, she might have been a different class. I don't know, maybe like a storm soldier. Yes, interject, Vic.
Can I interject? Just to recall to the fan art that was received of when our friend Rosette was doing Animal Crossing style characters, and they made Ophelia this little alligator. So I just want to say, lizard folk Ophelia, please.
What?
Yes! She had little fins for her ear. Oh, I need to find that. Find it, or so I find cute. It or something. Yeah, she was like this little, like she was basically herself, but she was like a preppy alligator. Was it an alligator or a dragon? No, it was an alligator.
It was one of the like either alligator / dragon villagers, I think.
She had like her little snout and everything. Could be like a dragon lizard race and still be herself.
That's
if we could actually make a domain of chaos, that would be her.
Yeah, it's called all your characters. Every single one of your characters. How many times has it been like, all right, guys, what are you guys doing? So I can plan and just like have a little bit of pre-prep, just because there's a lot of things that you could do.
No.
We want to do this. Okay, cool. Get at game. Hey, just you know how you said we're gonna do this? We're actually gonna go that way now. Okay. Sure, I have that plan. Let's just do it.
And then Evelyn, right now she's. I don't have anyone from that. Okay, she's a half elf right now, but I think that's fine. I don't know if I'm multi-class her later just to kind of make it kind of integrate it, but right now she's just a necromancer wizard. Insanity. We'll
see how that works out. You guys aren't restricted by the rules, so we'll see how that works out. This is my question. So pre-pandemic. Remember when we sat down at that mom and pop breakfast shop, and we were talking about Harry Potter and like about this show. That's like you were never really into D&D. We had like one acquaintance. Like it was like first time like us meeting each other. What were your thoughts of that day? Like, did you ever expect anything that would like transpire? Like I don't know, what was going through your mind as we were like talking about Harry Potter stuff and talking about the show?
I think my mindset right there, I was going through like a lot of like personal stuff and like trying to like refine myself and like what I personally liked as a person. So at that time I was like, okay, like this sounds cool. We went through the acquaintance and I was like, you know what, let me give it a chance. It sounds cool. This is something that I can get into. And then I'm the only one left from that table with you on that meeting. I'm just like,
yes,
like everything turned out right.
Everybody just
I
left,
think it was,
like, okay, right.
it was me, acquaintance, and two other people that don't play with us anymore.
Yeah.
Almost like so into it, and they were like already figuring out their player stuff. And I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
like I had never played or even heard of it, and then to get to there to here is like a real journey.
Yeah, there has been a lot that has happened since then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I still remember you. Like it was like in October or November, so it was like in the fall. It was like Houston hot weather, and you had like a Gryffindor scarf. You're like, I'm gonna wear this and wear everything, and you're like, never mind, it's too hot. And so we went into the
Like they were like, nope, never mind. Can't do it.
But like,
can't commit.
from there to actually making a character, to having the first like campaign or the first session, and to here to have our new session is just like a whole lot to get through from here to there.
Yeah.
It's been great. Like you as a DM and everyone else I met through you and all this experience has been so amazing. From not even knowing what it was in the first place.
Oh, I'm glad you have such awesome, cool bros, cool fam.
Mm-hmm.
I think you were the first person that I like talked to that like I don't know who you are. Like I've met Vic before. I've met Jess before. Jeremiah and I were in a band, so like all these people, like I know them, and like I have some vibe for them. But you're the first that was just like, I have no idea who you are. I know nothing about you. Do you want to join this crazy experiment?
I was like, sure, let's try it. And then I think we like, besides actual like playing it, I think the first few weeks you would actually give me a ride from my apartment to your house.
Yeah.
And that kind of like helped us know each other because that ride is like an hour and a half.
Yeah. It's
Houston to Houston is an hour and a half.
Oh yeah, that's correct. If you live in Houston and you want to go visit anybody, it is an hour to an hour and a half. That's it. Those are the only examples.
Minimum.
Yeah, commute time from Houston to Houston is 1 hour.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Then after a few weeks after, I guess, the first session, you met your beautiful wolf boy through me too, and then he tagged along.
Yes, you're like, can my boyfriend join? Of course he can join.
While touching his beard. Of course he can join.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Just grabbing onto him. You have no personal space. I am
It's like
your
he's
DM
mine now.
And I share him once a week now. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. We have our custody situation handled.
Yeah.
Put it in paper.
It's written in paper. It was consented.
It's legit.
Yeah.
He can touch the beard whenever he wants. It's fine.
So this is a question from Jess. First one is she has 3 here. Yeah. Where is Sonia's family?
But like I mentioned earlier, because I knew the question was coming up, so I didn't go into it that much. Her family was a caravan of traveling gypsies who she was the only child of this couple. I didn't even give them names, or I forgot their names. And she was basically raised by her grandmother, which I kind of put my grandmother into it. And whenever they got a certain age, she started having like divination visions. And on one of them, her cousin passed away, and she told everybody. No one believed her, and then it actually happened. And the whole like caravan and her family, and well, her grandmother had passed away too. Time had shunned her, and they basically banished her and like abandoned her in the middle of nowhere until she found her the Madame and the Vela family that she was raised with for a while. So they're out there somewhere.
Just doing their thing, just somewhere out there.
Out there, so like, well, she might go like be like F you later, but not right now.
All right. And this is a non-character question from Jess. How do you make up characters in your mind? What's your process?
Is it safe to go in there?
It's
No.
safe to go.
It's never safe.
Steph's mind is an enigma.
Of not even edgy, just rebellious people.
Just rebellious, don't tell me what to do energy.
You're in the right group.
They usually start like with, I guess, like a main, I guess like a bias line of somebody, like an actor or a character or something, and I just kind of like branch out from there on. Just like different attributes from different people or things. Like I noticed later on when I made Sonia that I based her off of Phoebe from Charmed, because she's a divination charmed wizard.
Oh, okay.
And then just kind of added more on top of her, like Gypsy. So it kind of went to Esmeralda from Hunchback, but then it went towards more of like an edgy, stubborn, don't tell me anything kind of teenager. And like it just kind of branches out from different characters, and then I just like add myself into it or add different attributes that I've seen. And then like Fifi, I think like sometimes I notice it or I don't notice that I'm putting a different character in it. Like Fifi's from an anime show where like it airs, like she has a bodyguard and they start falling in love, so I put that into it. And then
I love that so much.
And then Evelyn, which I have her loosely based off the Mummy Evelyn and
Yes.
Really? Okay, that's cool.
well, Vixen all the Pinterest art that I have, so it's kind of Egyptian wise in a way. So I have her based off that for now until I kind of branch her out more.
It's like Evelyn mixed with Morgan from Dragon Age, and I love it.
So it's just like I start with a main character and just add more characters into it until I'm more comfortable with it, and then I add more like features into it.
Huh. Okay. That's cool. I like that.
Is your Evelyn gonna meet some roguishly handsome man and go like explore crypts together?
Did she turn into a robot man?
Yes.
Well, she has a brother named Jonathan too, so we're
Of
getting
course.
to that whole.
It's writing itself now.
So we have to have an entire Egyptian arc again, right?
Yes, that's his whole plan.
You just like more
told-
Egypt,
you
please.
told me-
Steph just wants you to go back to Egypt.
Tell me one time, Jesus, in one campaign not to go to Egypt, and now it's my personal.
It sounds like I have to write an arc related to Egypt, even though Egypt doesn't exist in Faerun. But
But an Egyptian style culture could.
Yeah, exactly.
this is true.
Exactly.
Hold on, you guys might have to check out some wizards later, but I'll write that in my notes.
Last question from Jess. Which celebrity would you want to... Wait, what? Which celebrity would you want as your BFF and why?
If it was just like, I don't know, like I'm not really into like celebrities that much, but if anything, wouldn't mind spending a day with like Hillary Duff or something.
Okay.
Someone like down to earth and not like too like famous.
Like Downey Trejo?
We can eat vegan tacos. Yes.
Yep. That's how that works. Oh, I love Donnie Trejo. He's I believe, even though he's been in so many freaking movies, he still just lives in a trailer home with like a AC unit, like just with his dogs. It's like out in the
He's
middle of
so
town.
amazing.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
So awesome.
All right, cool. Okay, so the other half of Team Sis. Here's Lee's questions. I have two questions in general. One, for all those seasoned adventure characters, I ask, what is your darkest secret?
Does Sonya have secrets?
How many? I think it's just say when. Her secrets.
That's creepy. I don't think Sonya has secrets or she keeps secrets besides, because she's kind of vocal about who she does not like.
This is true. She
If
is.
anything, if you don't ask her a question, she won't give you an answer. Like if you don't ask her like where her family or all this other stuff from her background is, she won't voluntarily give you information. Fifi, her darkest secret is she wants no one to die and she wants everyone to love her and she wants everyone to be happy all the time. And she loves Yuli.
We asked for secrets.
Yep, that is her secret. Is what's on her sleeve.
She keeps her secrets on her sleeve.
Yeah.
While dropping all the books and waving her fan at wheelchair.
She has the best tutor when it comes to getting your bodyguard to fall in love with you.
Okay. Evelyn has a whole lot of secrets for now, so she's just a secret in general.
She is a secret. Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading the backstory. Yep, I can see that. All right. So, what motivates you to fight even against odds, insurmountable odds? Like what is
Sonya? Why not?
Yeah. Okay, I see that.
Because it's Tuesday.
She said because I can.
Yeah.
Because you told me not to.
You told me you were gonna win, so here's a counterspell. Oh my god, that fight! Oh god. All
because
right.
you exist.
I cast a spell. Cool. A counterspell. All right, I counterspell. Okay, I counterspell the counterspell. Well, I, a different player, am counterspelling the counterspell that was counterspelled by a counterspell.
Oh.
All right, cool.
That's how it works.
Yeah. All right, everyone, mark off 3 spell slots. All right.
This is what happens when you have an entire campaign full of wizard-themed characters.
Yep, that's exactly.
Everyone's casting Expelliarmus at the same time.
Yep.
Fifi, because you looked at her friends the wrong way.
That makes
She doesn't
sense.
want them to hurt.
Checks out.
Evelyn, because you're in her way, what she wants to know. That's what drives her so far right now.
Yeah.
I imagine Fifi is there's like a TikTok that's going around where it's just like, don't look at him. Why are you looking at him? Look at me. He's not gonna help you. Look at me. That's Fifi.
She just puffs up her gills. Look at me. Look at me.
Look at me. Look at me. He ain't gonna help you. He's not even getting paid to help you.
He gets paid minimum wage. I outro his salary.
Oh my god. Oh, Yuli.
Poor Yuli. Oh,
Poor Yuli.
He makes more money adventuring, and then Fifi just takes it.
He really does. He's just like picking up all the coins that she's dropping from the loot.
Oh man. So this is a question for you, from Lee. A last one. What do you do to cheer yourself up when you're having a bad day?
At the moment, sleep. But before that,
Recovery is key.
So fucking valid.
Recovery
my
is
goodness.
key.
But before that, certainly right now, not always, or not right now, but like always, I have like insomnia, and just to drown out Josh's snoring, I can say that because he can't hear me. I'd like be in bed and just kind of like, just to like decompress. I'll go on like an app, tunes, or like I'll read novels on my phone. Like I still read like books or comics on my phone.
What kind
Or
of
like
what kind of stories do you like to read?
most of them are like kind of like fantasy based. Um just like fantasy based or like reincarnation, rom-coms. It's kind of like something to decompress because like when I was growing like I'm in my childhood my home right now, and I can't believe I still find books everywhere that are mine. Like I have a closet full of books, like
Yeah.
2 or 3 layers deep. And, like there are drawers full of books. And like I moved from physical books to books on my phone now. Just kind of like reading just helps decompress after a long day.
All right. I will say that now that I'm living with the biggest bookworm that I've ever met in my life, I have an entire room that is just a library, and apparently she gave me this amazing idea that she does with some of her friends in Huntsville, where like they have a book exchange club, where it's like, hey, send me a book and I'll send you a book, and then when I'm done with it, I'll return it, and then that's your cue to send me something new. So that's what they've been doing for like years. They just send each
Wow.
other books.
What does she like to read?
Cindy? Oh, everything.
Mhm.
Specifically time distortion. That's her thing. Like she has a shelf where it's just like biology. Here is microbiology, bugs, and like diseases, and then here is post-apocalyptic stuff, Cthulhian tales, and then like entire sections of just time travel. Like that is her thing.
I know before I moved and before all my friends, like my childhood friends moved also, we would change books, and she's more into like crime solving puzzle books, while I'm more like into like romance books, and we would change back and forth, and I was like, I wouldn't think I would like it, but it was really good. Like same here. So we could like different genres and still kind of like be on the same branch.
There's this I'm gonna kick myself for not remembering what it actually is called, but maybe some of you authors can help me. It's like adventure books where like the first page or two is literally you create a character, and then like you read on, and like the book itself is not a linear book. You don't read page 1 through the end until you're done.
They give you options.
Yeah, exactly.
Into
Yeah.
a certain part of the story.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then, like once you do this, go to page 59, and then it has a puzzle to solve. Like turn the book upside down. Like, oh, it says this thing, and then you do that, and like you're just exploring the book.
I feel like they made some Goosebump books like that.
Oh, did they? Oh, okay, cool.
Where you pick your adventure, be like, okay, if you pick this option, go to this page. Or if you did this option, go to this page instead. So there's like so many endings to each outcome throughout the whole book, and you always get a different ending.
Cool. If I found one of those, I'll send it your way, because those sound pretty good. All right, go move on to the next question. This is from Rian. So you already know what I'm going to ask. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
Where do you see Sonia going after her adventurous days are over? Which we kind of already explored that a lot, and I think this has been
I feel like more in her adult old age, she would help either rebuild or take over whatever pack Josh would have by then, or she would go and like remake her own like gypsy caravan and just like pick up wayward orphan children and help them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's good. Either you're taking care of puppies or you're taking care of kids. Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, the puppies are werewolves then. But, sell puppies. A puppy's still a puppy. Dickie, you have the last question.
Oh, well, I have two, and the first one is I think I already heard the answer, so I'm going to kind of add a little twist to it.
Yeah.
Has your character ever died, and if so, how did they die?
Yes, tell us how your character died.
Which time?
Sonia has died twice. One time during the second battle royale.
Oh, yes.
Where
a one shot, yeah.
she I think I forgot how she died. I don't know if it was by Orcus or one of his like little babies.
Orcus. I think Orcus used power word kill after you try to use power word kill. He's like, oh, that's an interesting spell. Let me copy it, and that's how you died.
But it was this kind of instant, and I ran out of high level counter spells to even counter it.
Yeah,
because I've been countering so many times that session,
and
then I came back to.
Yeah, it was Bones casted, I think, Wish, and Wish to redo the last thing. It was very specific because Wish is a very specific worded spell. Whereas like I want to undo like the last move Orcus did, and so although it did give him his spell backs, it did give him his spell slots back. It does undo the death that happened.
It made me get all my spells back also.
And so when he tried to do it again, you're like, now I'm ready, and counterspell it.
Yeah, and then I think correctly. Either that round or the next one, I was like, this is how you kill somebody, and I power worded him and killed him.
Yep, you had the final hit. It was Beautiful. It was glorious. It was like it was meant to be.
And then with her in the actual Harry Potter session, it was with Omni, and I think I got too far away for her liking or something. She kept like attacking.
Since you were out of range. Yeah, since you were moving too far out of range, she's like, all right, I'm gonna target. Since she has her legendary actions, she 3-time legendary action to do a cantrip, but at her high level, that's 4d8s 3 times before your turn starts. So that was quite a bit of damage.
For my little wizzy, low HP girl.
Yeah.
And then the next session, I came back to life.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, you guys, it was an entire ritual and a lot of things were performed, but the dice were in your favor and you came back. Yeah, it was very particular.
She won't take death as an option right now.
Which, as a divination wizard, that is super like power move.
All right, last question. At what point of your gaming experience did you realize that RPGs were relatable to life?
I think it was towards the beginning. I think because this is like my first like RPG, kind of like any type of like I'm new to all games before this, and I don't know if it was so much relatable, but it was just kind of like, I guess, certainly with Sonia, she was so much of my personality to begin with, where I'd be like, you know what, I wouldn't take that happening, so she's not going to take that happening. Level of spite.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of like, that's when I put more of my personality into her. That's why she's my baby. Where you just kind of insert yourself into your character at times, and then you're like, you look at it later on and be like, you know what, that was a right move. Like, I wouldn't take that shit. Like, so she wouldn't either. And it just kind of goes from like there, like, I guess it kind of makes you.
Well, it's kind of like sometimes some people say when something good happens to you, you kind of fist pump yourself like, yeah, that was a roll 20. That was a nat 20. I'll take that one. Or when something doesn't work out for you, it's like, shit, nat 1.
Yeah.
Yes. Certainly. Like, you get a lot of nat 1s being a clumsy person. Mm-hmm. So, like you hit a corner, like, that's a 1. Or.
Yep.
RPGs.
RPGs are good.
Well, like for this being my first like RPG or just like game, and well, besides like, you know, like tabletop games or whatever, like it's like a real like eye-opening experience to like experience the last 2 to 3 years.
And you do enjoy challenges too.
Yes.
Because you got
Like,
to
I'm more
play RPGs.
I'm more into
Mhm.
role plays, like role playing it out and talking than fighting sometimes. But like the accomplishment of going over a goal or going over a baddie or whatever is like a great experience.
The accomplishment of a successful counterspell.
Yes.
It's so rewarding.
So rewarding. I'll do it 2 more times this whole.
Yeah. Oh man. So that's really a lot of the questions we have. I do have one that kind of been they just came. What advice do you have for young mothers to be? Like I don't know if that's ever anything that I've ever heard. Like
Put her on a pedestal, man. Jeez.
You
Yeah.
weren't here earlier at the beginning. Yeah.
Oh God.
so like do you have any advice or anything that you wish anyone would have told you before you started this thing? Before you have that parasite in you, like what's up?
My alien cantaloupe.
The
At the
alien fruit.
The alien fruits.
The pomegranate.
She's a cantaloupe today.
Oh my
But-
God, it's a shapeshifter.
You know. When you're younger and you're like, when I get older, I'm gonna have my shit together and I'll be an adult.
What?
Yeah, like at 8, you think you'll know everything by 20. You don't. But
Oh, Lord.
Oh man, I did not have
still-
that thought at 8.
you'll still have that. I still don't know what I'm doing when you're pregnant or about to have a child. Like, I don't think anyone has ever had their shit together when they're pregnant.
And I think it's always a different experience.
And
For
I
each
think
person.
everybody's gone through that point in their life when you're sitting down thinking like, gee, I don't know what I want to be. And then you get to that point where, gee, now that I'm adult, I still don't know what I want to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 66 and I'm just now starting to get my shit together. So you never know.
Like, if you're like having a life inside of you and you're like, I have everything together, like I'll have everything pictured out and everything planned. Bro, I still cry because I can't have pho in this town.
Mood.
I can't have like good. I cry because I can't have sushi.
Yeah.
That's an oof.
It's basically food related because Houston had the best food ever, and I'm at a place where Chili's is the good restaurant.
Oh no.
Steph, I need to kidnap you one day. I gotta go up there.
I think I have changed my questions to when are you moving back?
Hey, Steph, when are you free?
I'm available to be kidnapped every day of the week.
Every day of the week. Okay, I'll pencil you in.
When do you want to taste freedom?
Oh God, any day.
Any day.
We have a spare room in the house.
I have a guest room. We have a mattress on the floor right now. No bed frame, but if you're fine with that.
Bed frame got ordered.
Oh, the bed frame's ordered. So if you want to spend the weekend here.
There was one time, back in January, when because I'm not working now because a lot of people got sick at where I was. But Josh would take me to work, and every day he would take me to work, there would be this donut place. And we had been doing this routine for 2 weeks. We'd go to the donut place, get me a kolache, and he'd take me to work. One day he drove past it. I didn't say anything. It's my fault because I didn't say anything. I cried because I didn't say anything. And he should have known I wanted a kolache.
Oh no.
But you held that man to that kolache, and that's going to stay with you for years now.
Poor Josh. 20 years
No,
from now, you're
remember
gonna be
that
like,
time?
remember?
He's going to answer to that kolache for the rest of his life.
Yes. You'd be like, remember that time you failed to get me a kolache? After giving me a kolache every single day of my life?
Yes.
And it was like a slow drive-by. And I'm looking at the
He thought of it. He thought about it.
I'm like, kolache? He was like, oh, I just drove by it.
See,
Yeah,
what you
drive
should have done,
around.
what you
Josh.
should have done to help the situation is grab his left testicle and squeeze all the way in, and just look at him and just say, where's my kolache? I guarantee you'll have
Oh yeah, he's never gonna forget that.
That's gonna be a Pavlovian experience right there.
right.
Just reach over towards his legs, like, do you want a kolache?
And then every time somebody reaches over, he's gonna be like, kolache?
No, every time she coughs, he says, "I'm gonna go pick it up right now."
Yep. Yes, ma'am. Kolache on the way.
I'm gonna mail you a kolache.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
We're just gonna come over just to give you kolaches.
Yeah, we're gonna. You know what? I'm gonna drive up. I'm gonna grab Steph. I'm gonna bring her down. Everybody meets in San Antonio. Right across the street from me, I have a donut place that makes custom donut orders, and next to it is a kolache place. That's all kolaches.
There we go.
Oh.
Yes.
We're gonna get you your kolache.
Man, I got it the next day, but it wasn't the same thing.
No,
It's
this is a crime.
It did not taste the same.
Mm-mm.
It just wasn't the same.
Would have been better the day before.
It would have been better if it was that day.
Yep. How could Josh do this to you?
I can't believe Josh, buddy.
I cannot believe it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, back to the question.
No, I guarantee. No. I got one more thing. To add.
Go
Now,
ahead.
he's going to be there during the birth, correct?
Yes.
I would hope so.
He's gonna force me to do drugs because that's
right
what I
when
want.
they're telling her to push and stuff like that, the woman will change personalities like some type exorcist or type thing. She will grab his chest hair and squeeze. Says, "Where's my goddamn kolache? I want it right now."
You better show up with a bouquet of kolaches.
I'm telling you. Because I guarantee you, after you give birth to that baby, you will devour food like it'd be so inhuman.
Oh my goodness. I was like, literally, I'm on like mom or pregnant woman TikTok or whatever, and like they showed like, oh, this is my experience, and there'll be like a link to the actual birthing process. I'm like, nope, I'm not.
Oh no, absolutely not.
I think I've watched one, and I'm just like, I unsee this now. I'm just like, not prepared. I'm just surprised by it.
You should have Josh talk to my dad. He's been through 3 exorcisms, so he's a veteran.
Lots of holy water.
What men have to understand is that the woman is pushing a watermelon through an opening the size of an orange. And if they don't get that,
I don't think she needs to hear that right now.
Too much information. I want to be stupidly drugged to
don't worry, you'll be fine. No, you'll be fine. You'll have drugs and an epidural. You'll be fine. It's just that when the drugs wear off, that's when you'll feel like a truck ran right through you.
Oof.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Keep asking for drugs.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Drugs and then alcohol.
Yes. That is, unless you plan on nursing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's why they have formula.
I think there was this. I'll show y'all later, but there was this woman. It was a TikTok video. She was like, "But if you have drugs, your child will come out drugged up or something, or they won't they'll instantly disturb it or whatever." She's like, "Have you met me? It's already gonna be ready a learning curve as it's gonna be."
Yes.
But all the drugs.
All of the drugs. Take all the drugs is the advice that you give.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh man. Well, we're getting to that point. Do you have any final comments
I
about
heard Jesus
drug
check
use?
his metaphorical watch.
I think we all had quite a big final thought there.
Yeah.
Like, drug clock hitting. Hey, Steph, do you have any last minute thing that you want to say before we end this this little experiment here, this initiative chair thing we're doing?
Thank you, champ.
Oh,
Last words by champ. No.
for all questions to champ.
I feel like if anything to last say or leave this on a last note, if you're skeptical about entering RPGs or D&D or learning new people or meeting just learning the whole experience, just try it and do it once And then 3 years later, you'll be on a podcast sharing your experience.
There you go.
And then talking about pregnancy and drugs.
Talking about how you're gonna have a premeditated murder of your husband because he didn't give you kolache.
Yeah, he'll hold him kolache ransom.
Exactly. Just
Save
go
that one
with
for save the kolache for a rainy day. You know you'll need it.
Like, just give it a shot. Just try it out one time, and then you'll be there next week and the week after, and then you know way too many people in a town that you don't live in anymore, and then just kind of do virtual stuff.
Going to kidnap you.
Yeah, we're gonna
I'm
kidnap you.
free every day.
The problem is I'm not.
We're doing it.
I'll get there. After Mother's Day, we'll see what happens.
We'll see. But all right, champ, you have the last thing.
Last say, champ. Here, let me hand you the mic.
Champ.
Champ!
Go, woo!
Okay, you good?
I'm good. All right. Thank you,
Are we
champ.
good, buddy?
Appreciate it. But with that, I guess we're gonna close tonight's podcast. Thank you so much, Steph, for letting us ask you a bajillion questions. It was definitely fun. And next podcast, if I recall correctly, we'll have Lee in the initiative chair, and after that, we're gonna have Orion. So
Nice.
we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Please take care of one another. Please be safe. Have fun. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Adios, everybody.
Bye.
Chow mein.